side part and fill it out to 8 counts. And Alright guys, so let's go through these leaders' turns then. We've got an underarm pass to begin, which is 1, 2. I'm going to lift the hand up over the follower's head 3 and then keep it up and go underneath on 4. Followers will look for you to move away. Fab will talk to you about that in a second to grab the hand. From here, we're going to do a tuck pass, which is the left side, 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. Okay, here's the second combination, and then we'll go into a couple of more details. So here's 1, 2, another underarm pass. This time we're going to go over the leader's head, 3 and 4. This time the leader's going to turn, and then he's going to move away a little bit on the 6. And then we go into that same tuck pass, 1, 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6.
Cool, followers. So the first move, we are floating our anchor step, okay? So we'll just show you that once again. So through this first move, we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. As Lee places a hand, kind of takes it behind his head, he releases. This tells me, okay, I've got to go and find the other arm, okay? So you saw I traced my hand, I kept a very light connection, just touching all the way down till I get to fingertips, okay? And then from here we move into the next move, which is the tuck pass. We'll go through that, 3 and 4. And then on this move, the leader keeps my hand. So on count 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, as I go to step back, I feel something telling me, the connection's telling me, do not travel now, okay? So then the leader goes into the rotation, into his turn, and I'm staying on the spot for 5 and 6.
So leaders, what I'm doing to help my followers realize this, I'm just carrying that hand maybe a little bit higher than I would normally. And the reason for that is because I'm going to take it over my own head. If I was just doing a basic underarm pass from here, the hand's going to be about that high and it's going to start dropping down a little bit faster, which creates the space for the followers to continue moving down the slot. If we have a slightly taller arc, if you like, that sort of keeps the follower a bit shorter in her flight, a little bit closer to you. That'll give you the space to move underneath. Then I'm going to turn through 4. I'm actually not going to turn on 5. I'm going to try and lock and start prepping my turn on 5. And then I'm going to turn on the and count and step across on the 6. I'm only really doing a 3/4 turn here. Like if I use Fab as my reference, 0. I'm going to hook on 5. I'm going to do a half a turn on the and count. Then I cross my right foot, a quarter turn as I step down the slot from Fab. That helps to just fill up the space between us, so that when I lead into the next move, I can just step away with, you know, just a small weight transfer to achieve my lead without having to pull my arm across my body at all. All right, so we're going to go into the last move, which is a left side pass variation. And don't know if you know much about me, but I do like to catch a fish every now and then. And I use a fishing reel, and we rotate that reel and we draw in a line. So there's a lot of sort of like commonality to that. I'm going to rotate myself as the leader, and that's going to draw my follower in a straight line. I didn't just compare my followers to fish, did I? Sorry, followers. Okay, so we did our move with a handshake hold, and you might, you know, feel comfortable with a softer handshake or even a fuller handshake here. Just do take care of your own elbow, leaders. We don't want to be lifting our arm when our followers have a lot of tension in the partnership, in the frame. So I'll do 1, and I'm going to try and let 2 under. I'm going to let my follower get a little bit closer to me before I start lifting that arm, and that will really save any extra stress upon my joints. From here, I'm going to look to chase my tail. If you've ever owned a dog, you might know exactly what that's like. So I'm going to turn my head over my left shoulder and look to kind of like rotate into my left hip, and that's going to give me then clearance to get my left arm underneath my partner's right side. We could do this as a 6-count move if we like, but we don't want to stress anyone out, so we're going to walk for 5, 6, and then simply release the embrace, and that should widen the radius, and that will send your follower out towards the end of the slot.
Followers, we want you thinking side pass, so working your best side pass footwork.
And then we just add an extra half a turn on the side pass
exactly.
and make it, I guess,
So,
2 side passes.
yeah, exactly. So followers, don't panic through this. So as you see the leader do 1 and he kind of doesn't face you on 2, don't worry. You're still going to be able to go past him. 3 and 4. And then it's for my leader to change. And then there I am back to knowing what I'm doing.
I'll show you on the other side, okay, just so you've seen that. Handshake hold. Now guys, do make sure you clear the slot. Okay, some of the guys that we've had the chance to work with in our regular classes, they're turning, but they're stepping their feet and blocking the slot and then sending the follower around in a circle, which although might work, it would probably be a little harder to maintain it to music, and the followers might be a little, you know,
unsure, hesitant.
Moved a little bit more aggressively than we really want them to be. You know, it should be smooth in the way that we set up the space. So I'm going to open my slot on 1, and then I'm going to close my feet on 2. Yeah, and then from here, I'm going to look for my follower, make sure that I can see what it is that I'm reaching my arms towards, because then I can, you know, see what I'm basically touching. And then out of this, we can go back into the first part of our combination, which was the underarm pass with the handshake hold, slip to handshake hold, okay? So putting that whole thing together. Oh, and guys, you can try this out on every hand hold. So this left side pass move where I turn, you know, just have a bit of a exploration. Don't rush yourself. Try and keep the same tone through your hand all the time. And you see there are some small accommodations that I'm making. I have to rotate my own hand inside fabs as I go through this turn. Same with this one. We haven't done this one or this one, but they're all possible. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so have a play with those. We developed one of those into an 8-count move in our combination, which was 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So showing you the whole thing now. Ready? So we've got underarm, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Tuck pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and then our second underarm. Leaders are going to bring the hand over your head, turn yourself around, tuck pass once again, and then our 8-count double side pass move. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright guys, hope you have fun with that. Alright guys, here we go with our leader's turn. Here we go. So, underarm pass, I'm going to go underneath the hand, tuck pass, our transition move, first pass, underarm pass, again leader, and now step, tuck pass, and then we're going to add a turn to the walking section of the left side pass,